save me from myself.
Hey guys, Asher coming at you today, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. Glad to have you all here with me today, talking some raid. Oh man, I'm gonna try something out. I normally don't do videos on new legendary or certainly mythical champions in the game unless they're a fusion or something like that, because, well, not everybody has them, and I like to make my content as accessible as possible, but sometimes, every once in a while, I get my hands on a champion that I just have to share with you all, and that is certainly the case today. So in today's video, I want to talk about this champion that I pulled off air and that I absolutely love, and I want to talk about two combos that I've been using featuring this champion who I just can't wait to show you guys. Without further ado, I only had enough shards, I didn't buy any crystals or whatever for one summoning, and I got super lucky, and it was in the Odin champion chase thing too. But I didn't get my hands on Odin. But I did get my hands on Aragaz.
Okay, let's give it up for Cauliflower!
He's the faction lord from the Orcs, and man, he looks awesome. He's brand new to the game, and hey, next up, that means is going to be Demon Spawn and then Undead. We're getting to some really good factions for the next faction lords in the game. Who, if you could choose out of the 8 faction lords in the game right now, who would you want on your account the most? We're gonna go over Aragaz, but mine is still, like, who am I kidding, right? It's still Legate Teox. He's, oh man, I'm so jealous of anybody who has their hands on that dude. He's so nasty.
His hair's flipping out on the sides.
I like it.
But I have to say that Aragaz I've been having so much fun with him. Real quick, what does he do? He's at the double aura on the A1, heals all allies with less than 50% HP. Back to 50% HP. That's a pretty OP heal for the A1. On the A2, you're attacking an ally. Man, this kit is crazy good so far. You're attacking allies. Usually when you see it attacking an ally or killing an ally like a Valkyrin, I get intrigued out the gate. What about you guys? Damage is 50% of their current HP, so you can't kill them. If they have 2 HP, they're gonna have 1 after the fact. Place a shield on that ally for 2 turns. It's gonna be the amount of HP the ally has missing based on the shield, so it could be a big shield, and then also fills the allies turn meter by an amount equal to the HP percentage they are missing. So again, if they're sitting at, like, you know, 20% HP, they get an 80% turn meter fill. Also fills this champion's turn meter by the same amount. It's kind of a weird, I was gonna say confusing, it's not very confusing, it's just a weird skill. The A3, Cackle the Blades, attacks all enemies, provoke 100% on all enemies, 3-turn cooldown, 100% land rate, and the big version of strengthen on all allies. Really good ability, right? But then we look at the Orcs Unity faction bonuses. After 1 ally on the team, he'll be immune to block active skills and cooldown increasing effects. So that means Yumeko, that means Warlord, that means Crixia, immune and block active skills, very nice ability. 2 on the team instantly activates this skill whenever an ally's HP drops below 50%. Won't put it on cooldown. That's nasty, as you're gonna see, because I'm sure some of you are already thinking this, but Nogdar the Headhunter was made to pair with this dude. Faction allies on 3, provoke debuffs cannot be resisted. On the underdog passive, this is where things just get busted. Allies with 50% HP or less deal 30% more damage. Heck yeah, great damage boost out the gate. And then allies of 50% HP or less receive 30% less damage, so great damage mitigation. 2 allies on the team, whenever an ally or enemy dies, increases the HP, attack, defense, and speed of all allies by 5%, stacks up to 25%. This is insane. You guys know how good stacking abilities are with Toshiro the Bloodied and Varl the Destroyer and Ninja. Very good, especially in Hydra Clan Boss in these longer duration battles where it's easy to escalate the stats up to an extra 25%. That's very significant. And then 3 faction allies, whenever an ally kills an enemy, grants that ally an instant turn. Occurs once per round, okay? So can't happen, you know, endlessly, but that's broken too. So let me show you how I have them built, and I want to jump into the arena combo and then Hydra Clan Boss, right? Hydra Clan Boss, obviously I can't wait to pair him with Varl. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys the team that we're gonna run in Hydra Clan Boss after the arena really quickly here. It's great. It's an all-orc team with one exception of Lady Mikage. Lady Mikage, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Aragaz Wyldking. We have Varl the Destroyer. He has this mass murder passive. Increases champion's attack by 10% each time an attack is used, up to 100%. But then we can get the additional stackage in addition to that as well, vis-a-vis the Lord bonus of Aragaz, right? Then we have good old school champion Robar as our decreased defense champion. Varl will bring the AoE weaken to the table on his A2 ability, so decreased defense and weaken. And then we have Supreme Galek as our HP burner, our block debuffs, and our decreased speed champion. And then last but not least, we got Tagore on the squad. Tagore's not in there just to be a cute little addition to the team. He's going to be bringing some increased defense, but he's also going to be solely responsible for the increased speed on the team as well. And then he's got a revive, he's got a shield, as well as damage mitigation. Man, that damage mitigation, I should say, on his passive, decrease the damage received by allies with less than 50% HP by 10%. Again, a nice little combo with our guy's passive where it has more damage mitigation built in, right? So, man, I mean, that's a lot of damage mitigation, right? Allies 50% HP, 30%. Now it's 40% less damage with Tagore and Aragaz on the same team. But we got to talk about him with Nogdar because you guys know, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, how much I love Nogdar, the Headhunter. This guy is a monster. I love him so much.
This is my day.
This is my best arena team that I could think of with Orcs without going mythicals. I'm not going to include Garo either, even though I could, obviously. Nogdar, for those of you who might be new or unaware, his passive revives his champion with 50% HP in a full turn meter when he's dead if no other allies are dead, okay? And he has this ability: sacrifices HP equal to 50% of this champion's max HP, then grants and then equalizes HP with the enemy, then grants an extra turn. So if he sacrifices below 50% HP, it's going to instantly activate the A3 of Aragaz. Moreover, we can just target, with the A2 ability and get Nogdar or whomever else below 50% that way as well. So there's a few different ways. And again, if he dies either through his own means or through an enemy being the only non-stone skin on the team, we're going to be A-okay then too, because he'll revive himself. Just in case somebody else more meaningful to the team dies, then we have Aragaz Wyldking. Raka's actually there for a cleanse and the increased attack for Nogdar, more so than the revive on this team. So let's go. Let's see how this all works out here. There goes the look at it. He sacrifices the HP and immediately the AoE comes in. Another AoE comes in. Dude, first of all, the thing about this guy, he has a 0.3 multiplier on his AoE attack. A 0.3 is very strong for HP-based champions. So not only is Aragaz, he brings all this stuff to the table, but he can also nuke.
Okay, I get it.
Let's go against this squishy team just to see, just do a quick damage check, right? Oh, we're worried about Mithrala. She probably has like 1,000 resistance. Doesn't matter. We have an all-orc team, so the provoke can't be resisted. Oh, it's money, man. It's money. All right, here we go. Gonna go in there. Nogdar. There he goes. A3, provoke. Now, unfortunately on that one, we are going against a Spirit Affinity matchup there, but now we land him there. There we go. And then he dies, he kills him. All right, a little slow. It didn't happen exactly as I had planned, but you guys get the results. Let's up the ante a little bit. I want to find some tougher teams here. Did I miss one? Maybe this team, right? King and Queen, Armands, Elva. Heck yeah. All right, let's see how this team works out here. Man, this is a fun freaking combo. All right, I have it on auto right now. I'm gonna take it off auto on the next battle and just kind of walk you through it. And then we'll go over to Hydra after that. So greatest hits comes in. Armands, yeah, we're all used to Armands here. I have no pinpoint on any of these champions here, so we don't have to be worried about the cooldowns though, which is nice. We lose Nogdar, but it's okay. Comes right back to life. Of course, self-revival. We're able to go in there, add a shield, add a cleanse, last rites, going with their AoE. Now that would have instantly activated the A3 if he was not sheeped right now. I guess that's the only downside of the meta with the guaranteed provoke, right? Big nuke comes in. Hey, it's okay. That's why we have Raka on the team to revive everybody. We're good. We're still alive. All right, Nogdar, go ahead and die. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and die. He's not going to come back right away, though. He's off his cooldown, unfortunately. But hey, we already have a nuker on the team. Here we go. So going against block debuffs, but look at these. Look at all these. He's got another turn. That was like back to back to back turns there. Back to back to back. Let's go over one more time. Sorry I didn't show the damage there, but let me go over one more time all the ways that we're getting turns here. Instantly activating the skill whenever anybody's HP is 50%. That's not a very high barrier to clear there. All it takes is one nuke. You saw it there. And the instant turns whenever you kill anybody. And then that great turn meter fill on his A2 ability. In addition to that, let's go against this squad. And then after that, let's go against like one more team. And I'll try to find the hardest team that I can find. And then I'll take you over to Hydra. Man, this guy's really cool. I like what they've done with the faction lords. What about you guys? Are you a fan? Or... his first revival will be blocked, by the way, by Lydia, if he even gets one. Look at this. HP drops below 50%. I didn't even see it, but it did, apparently. Let's go in again. Let's go in again with another AoE. Boom. 40K? Okay. It's okay. Maybe I oversold the nuke a little bit there. To be fair, in testing, I was a little bit more impressed. But the irresistible provoke, especially on the same team as a warlord, like that is lockdown control, right? And then Nogdar just does his thing. So I'm just gonna let it go auto here because this is a cinch. Last right, and then the nuke, and then everybody's almost dead. Almost dead. There we go. I like the double revive here too, just in case we do engage with a Lydia, or you saw how it came in use on the last battle as well. I'm gonna find the hardest team that I can possibly find right now, and we're gonna give it another shot. We're gonna give it one more shot. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, it's a good team, but not. Nah. We're looking for a little bit harder. A little bit harder. Nope. No. I am so broke right now on gems. I just want to refresh. Be right back. All right, guys, before we go into this team, I do want to mention one thing, right? And that is the downside of the Unity bonuses, the faction lords, whatever you want to call them. I call them faction lords because to me, that's what they're called in Watcher of Realms, and it kind of fits it, but I forgot what they're technically called. Unity something, Unity bonus, faction Unity lord, or something like that. So the downside is this. It's trash for live arena, right? Because you can't draft. It's very difficult to draft and get sub. Like having bans, it's easy to work around, or you can just ban the Lord. And if the Lord is so dependent on the strategy, it's an easy ban. So that sucks. I almost think they should make, maybe this would be like too busted and broken, but I almost think they should make like Lords unbannable or something in live arena as like an added bonus, but maybe that'd be too far. I don't know. But the other area that sucks is that because they're the same faction, all of your accessories that you want for like stone skin or to build, to make these builds, you really have to either you're not going to have the gear maybe, or even if you do have the gear, again, not bad there, not bad. Even if you do, and look, he just keeps going. He just keeps going. Look at, he's going again. I mean, it's too bad that we're dealing with some unkillable there, but he just keeps going and going and going and going and going right there. He just keeps going with that A3. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it does make it challenging to build these champions the way that you really want to. No, not Siegfried. You left him alive. You left Siegfried alive.
Just like that. I'm gonna stab it and jug it.
See, that's the downside. He was provoked. It's all good. But man, guys, what a fun combo. Nogdar and the Unity Lord, if you will. All right, I lied. I'm having too much fun, guys. I want one more team. I want a big, tough team here. Big, tough team. None of these teams are tough enough. Give me something crazy. How about this one? This is not a crazy team, but I do want to see him against a Crixia, right? Because again, they can't put his skills on cooldown either. They can't put a block active skills on this dude either, you know? That's pretty strong. I'm going to show you so we can just A1 here. I want to see if this team, how we fare with, and he lost a stone skin as well. I want to see how we fare with only him having his skills available, right? Okay, all right, okay. So we can just go in here and, they're under the block debuffs. Man, actually they're not, my bad. So we can go with the A3 and hopefully everybody will be provoked, yep. Sure, he's petrified, but it buys us enough time to obviously get back to Warlord's ability. I can put it on auto from here on out. The fact that you can't, even with a Crixia, even if this team was like, had 2 mythicals on it or whatever, it was like super, super OP, even a Crixia or whomever, Yumeko, a go first team, he's still able to go in there and provoke them. That's super strong. Just buy enough time for the rest of your team to kind of get ready for the battle and have their skills off cooldown. Now, things aren't looking that great right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And Crixie actually got back to her ability. She's not switching forms at all here before we were able to get back to ours. So let's see how this all plays out here. We go in and we reapply, obviously, the provoke on everybody. I just want Nogdar to kill Crixia. That way we can get the instant activation. Right now, it's not going to help us. We're petrified with every debuff known to man on our poor guy, Aragaz, right now. All I want to do is lose the petrification, get a turn, lose it, and then let's kill somebody. Okay, deny revive. That's okay. We have our reviver going next, but okay, perfect. Now revive. Ah, she cleanses before the revive. And then we double support there. It's okay. She's going to get a turn. I hope we win this one, man. I want to end this portion of the video on a big dub. All right, now you can go in there. Just kill an enemy. Kill an enemy. There we go. We go in with the AoE provoke. Look at our turn meter. We just AoE provoked everybody. We're already back to it. And we just killed somebody. That's going to grant another instant turn. Granted, Nogdar does have an instant turn on his A1 anyway. There it is. An instant activation. Drops below 50%. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, guys. All right. I'll shut up. Let's go. You already saw the Hydra team. Let me show you his build really, really quickly here. And then we'll go right into Hydra Clan Boss, right? Spent a little bit more time than I wanted to in the arena, but it was fun. You guys have fun. I have Stone Skin Lethal. I do have him in Helm Smasher. Real quick here, you can see the stone skin accessories and stuff. I had to go with what I had. So I went defense on, I punted accuracy entirely because he'll get the guaranteed provoke, and that's all he needs accuracy for in his kit anyway. I went crit damage. I went HP on the ring. I have speed on the boots. I have HP percentage on the chest, and I have crit damage on the gauntlets. And you saw his damage. It wasn't that bad at all. He's not going to be your main DPS, but really solid, especially in the arena. I went Helm Smasher. For Hydra, I would change that to War Master, certainly. But for now, it's going to be fine. Total stats, we could definitely stand a lot to gain on the HP on this build. Actually, the stats overall. He's not awakened, obviously. He's not empowered, certainly, as well. All right, guys, let's go into Hydra. You already saw the team. I'm going to go under brutal difficulty, I think. And what I'm going to do here with this squad, guys, I'm going to let it all run on auto, okay? So obviously we're going to be leaving a lot of damage off the table here if I was to manual this, but frankly, I'm going to be working in the background because who doesn't work or who doesn't raid on the clock at work, right? I hope you do. I'm trying to think of any profession I probably would. Brain surgery. Brain surgeons, you guys can continue. We have Doctor Who, a real life ER doctor in our clan. Yeah, you're not allowed to raid while you work. Everybody else, it's great. What? So I love Rabar on this team. I'm very interested to see what Rabar can do damage-wise. But naturally, I love Varl on the team with the double power-up. I love Varl as a combo with this dude, and I love obviously Nogdar as a combo. But we even talked about how you can get like some combo value parlaying those two passives together with Tagore too. So anyway, guys, he's going to be not only our support champion, some damage dealer for this team, that nice juicy heal on the A1 we haven't even spoken about, but he's also going to be our main Hydra clan boss provoker on our team too, right? For the Head of Decay. So, man, he's bringing a lot to the table, and that's what I want to see the most out of any champion that I put on any of my teams. Who can serve the role of one or two or even more champions in one champion, and certainly as a provoker for Decay, as a healer for the team, and everything else that he's bringing to the table, the shield, the turn meter fill, I feel like the strengthen as well, right? I feel like he's super, super cool. I'll come back at you guys when this one is over. We're going to, like I said, run it on auto the entire battle. So let's see how we do. Be right back. All right, guys, and there we have it. So not freaking bad. 453 million damage. And the cool thing is this team only made it 1,200 turns, 1,200 out of the 1,500. So there's a lot of room on the table, and it was full auto, this awesome orc team. So Aragaz put out 48 million damage. Again, we could bump that up, I'm sure, by picking up War Master, maybe changing the build a little bit bit as well. We do have Tagore, 33 million, but keep in mind he was in a curse set for the Hex application. Rabar, not too bad with 101 million, and Varl, of course, leading the way with 171, 74 million out of Supreme Galek, and Lady Mikage coming in at 21 mil. So overall, guys, what do you think of this faction lord, so to speak? He really impressed me. I think he's super, super cool, and I love these combos. Thanks for watching all the way till the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you think of this, kind of spotlighting a new legendary in the game versus more accessible champions in the future. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.